Marcus Aurelius states, "Anger, even when justified, is the enemy of serenity." Once upon a time, in a small house in the heart of a peaceful suburb, there lived a father named Richard. Unfortunately, his constant anger created a tense atmosphere within his family. His children Tim and Emma, as well as his wife Sarah, lived in fear of Richard's frequent outbursts. Richard would erupt over the slightest things, his face turning red with frustration at the slightest annoyance. The children, though loving, carefully avoided upsetting their father, fearing the severe punishments that followed his bouts of anger. Every corner of the house seemed charged with palpable tension. Sarah, once radiant, had seen her joy for life fade over the years. She often regretted the marriage that had transformed the loving man into a domestic tyrant. Every day, she tried to calm Richard's emotional storms, but her efforts seemed in vain. The children dreamed of a home filled with serenity, but the shadow of their father's anger darkened their days. Despite this, they sought discreet ways to escape this oppressive atmosphere, finding refuge in activities outside the home. One day, the last straw broke the camel's back. Unable to bear the oppressive atmosphere any longer, Sarah made the difficult decision to file for divorce. The children, saddened by the separation, also felt relief at the prospect of a less tumultuous home. The court granted Sarah's request, awarding her custody of the children. The house that had been the stage for so many shouts and tears became the place where peace began to reappear. Tim and Emma, freed from constant tension, found a semblance of normalcy in the regained stability of their mother's home. Richard, on the other hand, found himself alone in the house that once echoed with family laughter. The emptiness surrounding him was a reflection of the love and understanding he had lost. The realization of having driven his family away due to his anger gnawed at his heart. Faced with this unexpected loneliness, Richard embarked on an inner journey. Regrets and remorse tormented him, but he finally understood that he needed to change. He began to seek ways to control his anger, exploring methods to channel his emotions more constructively. The transformation process was slow, but over time Richard learned to manage his anger. Gradually, relationships began to mend. Tim and Emma, initially wary, began to see their father's sincere changes. Visits became more frequent, and a new family dynamic began to emerge, marked by understanding and acceptance. Learning to control anger is essential for cultivating healthy relationships and emotional well-being. Here are 8 effective methods, accompanied by illustrations to facilitate understanding. 1. Deep breathing. Deep breathing, often underestimated, is a simple yet powerful technique to soothe anger and restore emotional balance. When you feel a surge of anger, take a moment to consciously focus on your breath. Inhale deeply through your nose, allowing the air to fill your lungs slowly. Hold your breath for a few seconds, then exhale gently through your mouth. This sequence calms the nervous system by slowing the heart rate and activating the relaxation response. By focusing your attention on the sensation of the air entering and leaving, you divert your mind from negative and impulsive thoughts associated with anger. Regular practice strengthens this skill, providing a simple yet effective approach to manage intense emotions and promote a calmer and more thoughtful state of mind. 2. Reflective pause. The reflective pause is a valuable tool in the anger management toolbox. When a tense situation triggers the impulse to react impulsively, taking a pause becomes a crucial strategy. This pause should not be seen as an escape, but rather as an opportunity for necessary reflection to objectively assess the situation. Use this time to identify your emotions, understand the triggering factors, and evaluate the potential consequences of your actions. This pause offers an opportunity to deliberately choose a thoughtful response rather than succumbing to emotion-guided reaction. By allowing space between stimulus and response, you enable your mind to calm down, thereby promoting more informed decision-making and a more constructive reaction. Mastered reflective pause can transform an impulsive reaction into a thoughtful response, strengthening your ability to proactively manage anger. 3. Physical exercise. Regular incorporation of physical exercises into your daily routine can play a significant role in anger management and maintaining emotional balance. When you engage in physical activity, your body releases endorphins, neurotransmitters that act as natural painkillers and mood regulators. These endorphins have the power to reduce stress and alleviate anger, providing both physical and emotional release. This does not necessarily require an intensive training program. A simple walk, jog, or yoga session can contribute to the positive effects of physical exercise on emotional well-being. 4. Non-violent communication. Practice nonviolent communication, NVC, to express your feelings constructively. This approach encourages communicating with empathy, clearly sharing your emotions without resorting to blame or criticism. By identifying and expressing your underlying needs, you create a conducive space for mutual understanding. NVC offers an effective method to transform anger into an opportunity for connection and deep understanding, thus strengthening your relationships. 5. Journaling. Integrating a journal into your daily routine can be a powerful step toward anger management, especially when combined with the practice of nonviolent communication, NVC. Take a few minutes each day to jot down your emotions, using the journal as a safe space to explore your feelings. While practicing NVC, describe your emotions honestly without blaming others. Identify triggers for your anger, understanding them without judgment. This provides valuable insight into emotional patterns and opens the way to constructive solutions. By developing this habit, you create a bridge between recognizing your emotions and practicing positive communication, uniting the processes of anger management and personal growth. 6. Humor. Cultivating humor proves to be a clever strategy to ease tense situations and can be a valuable resource in anger management. Infuse a touch of lightness by adopting humor as a conscious tool to change the dynamics. When tensions rise, try to find opportunities to insert a joke or a smile. This can not only divert attention from immediate anger, but also create space for more relaxed communication. Humor can act as a catalyst to dissipate tension, thus fostering a lighter atmosphere conducive to constructive conflict resolution. So, don't be afraid to bring a touch of humor into your daily life sometimes. A smile can make all the difference. Thank you for joining me on this enriching journey once again. I eagerly anticipate sharing more inspiring content with you in the future. Don't forget to subscribe and enable the notification bell to stay connected.